What family secret was finally spilled in your family? Growing up, I always felt like there was something off about my family dynamics. My mom and dad seemed happy enough, but there were these weird moments of tension whenever certain topics came up. Specifically, whenever anyone mentioned my dad's time in college or his life before meeting my mom, the room would go silent. I figured it was just normal parent stuff, not wanting to talk about their wild days. Then when I was 16, my grandfather passed away. At the funeral, I noticed this woman about my dad's age who kept staring at our family from across the room. She never approached us, but something about her presence made my mom incredibly uncomfortable. I asked my mom who she was, but she brushed it off, saying it was probably just someone who knew Grandpa from work. Fast forward 5 years, and my dad was diagnosed with a rare genetic condition that required extensive treatment. The doctors asked about family medical history, which sent my mom into a strange panic. She insisted on being the one to fill out all the paperwork, and my dad seemed weirdly passive about the whole thing. During one of his hospital stays, I was alone with him when he was pretty heavily medicated, and he started talking about someone named Sarah. He kept saying he was sorry and that he should have been there. I figured he was just hallucinating from the medication. Then one day, I was helping my mom clean out some old boxes in the attic when I found a stack of letters tied with a ribbon. They were all addressed to my dad from someone named Sarah. The letters spanned about 2 years, starting 27 years ago. I shouldn't have, but I read them. Sarah was writing to tell my dad that she was pregnant with his child, that she understood he was engaged to my mom, and that she didn't expect anything from him, but wanted him to know. The later letters included pictures of a baby girl, then a toddler, then a young child. The last letter was dated just before my 7th birthday, saying she wouldn't contact him again, but that their daughter Emily was doing well. I confronted my mom that night, showing her the letters. She broke down completely. Apparently, my dad had a brief relationship with Sarah during a break with my mom in college. When Sarah got pregnant, my dad was already back with my mom and they were engaged. My parents made a decision together that dad would have no contact with the child, but Sarah would send updates to a P.O. box my mom didn't know about. My mom found out about the letters when I was 7 and gave my dad an ultimatum: cut off all contact or she would leave with me. What shocked me most was learning that my dad had been sending money to Sarah all these years through a separate account. My mom knew about it but pretended not to. The biggest revelation came 6 months later when I decided to try finding my half-sister on social media. It didn't take long. Emily looked so much like me, it was eerie. I messaged her, explaining who I was, not knowing if she even knew about our dad. Her response floored me. Not only did she know, but she had been trying to contact our family for years. She'd even shown up at our grandfather's funeral hoping to meet us. The most mind-blowing part? Emily was now a doctor specializing in genetic disorders, the exact kind my dad had. She had been researching the condition for years after learning about our father's diagnosis through mutual acquaintances. She had information that could have helped his treatment, but my parents' secret kept us apart. Now, 5 years after finding those letters, Emily and I are close, and she's been an incredible aunt to my kids. My parents finally faced their secret, though my mom still struggles with having Emily around. The irony is that Emily probably saved our dad's life with her medical knowledge. Sometimes I wonder how different things might have been if that secret had never been kept from me.